Hello, and welcome to another update video about Polkadot. So on the dot chart, we are still tracking here this descending price channel. We are far away from breaking this price channel to the upside. Dot had joined the rally a little bit on the weekend, right? And as you know, Dot is allowed to bottom here at any time because it reached our larger target area for this overall decline. Okay, we've got in this price channel 5 waves down. It's just literally that we haven't seen any impulsive movements to suggest that the low is in. Until then, another low is preferred. And we are basically in this 5th wave, which we're counting as a WXYXZ structure. I might change that at some point, but it's okay. If you're wondering why that is, it has to do with the fact that this is an ending diagonal. Has to be, because the wave 4 and the wave 1 are overlapping. If that's the case, the corrective waves here, or the sub-waves are corrective, and the WXYXZ structure is corrective. So the wave 5 is not a 5-wave move, the wave 5 is a correction. Then surely there will be other ways of how this can be labeled. Corrections always indicate that we need to be a bit flexible, basically. But basically this kind of wedge pattern formed into some kind of a channel. We had obviously a trend breakout, and that was basically our signal that a bit of a rally should unfold, but it wasn't really anything sustainable, and it's crashed down again, right? Basically, sort of. Now, okay, so the idea that the X wave was finished, that did not play out, but it doesn't change anything on the chart really. Anyway, we're watching in this area, we're watching for bottoming structures, okay? Because we have reached our targets. You will remember that in recent weeks we reached our downside targets, but it seems like there's still a good chance for another low the way the price is going. So that's also anyway in line with the base case here that we should get another low. The question is, as always, how do we get there? And we had explored the idea that maybe the X wave was already finished, so WXYXZ, so that the Z wave could unfold as an ABC structure with resistance here. Price broke above that micro resistance, but that does not make it bullish. Okay, it's still a 3-wave move with a lot of overlapping price action. So I think it is rather the case that looking at the latest price info we have, that this X wave has simply extended and we're now in the Y wave. Give it another try. I mean, this strong move down looks impulsive, so it looks a bit like an ABC structure that could unfold now. You know, the Z wave is a correction so itself, so we're dealing probably with an ABC structure here, and I have no evidence that the A wave is finished, simply that this sell-off got a little bit delayed. Now, if we are looking at resistance for the Z wave, we see that it's not even where it would be cause, in any way getting close to invalidation. It hasn't even reached the 50% retracement level, so this can still extend higher if it needs to, based on this interpretation. But we'll leave it as that now. It's a fairly clear 3-wave move. So let's see if we get an ABC structure. The A wave, there's no evidence that the A wave is finished. The B wave can unfold at any point then, but should go a little lower. I think, micro support is certainly down here at around $3.97 for wave A. Then we should get a B wave bounce at some point, maybe testing that trend line. I'm not sure. It's not very well defined, okay, that trend line there. Depends a little bit on where the A wave ends for us to calculate, so that we can actually calculate a B wave retracement and then a move down. So it's obviously a bit I don't want to say academic to label it as a WXYXZ. Yeah, it's because these patterns don't exist really that frequently. They don't, they only show up rarely, but this, I think, is the best we have at the moment here. Other interpretations are possible, but I'll go with that now. It's pretty messy anyway, and it shouldn't really impact in any way the overall. I don't, if you put a different corrective pattern on here, it doesn't make a change really. It's also focused to the downside. So the structure is pretty clear that we had a 3-wave rally similar to what we had here when all of that was just corrective. Yeah, but still shows a weakness. Let's see how it reacts to the $3.98 level. If we see a corrective rally afterwards, the next move down should also be quite potentially impulsive in a C wave, certainly a 5-wave move, and should take us down lower into that larger target area where we can expect a completion of the overall bear market, ideally here. But obviously it drops. As long as it drops, we need to watch for the first impulse to indicate that low is already in. But what the last few weeks have shown us is that the bias start to come back in these regions, okay? They come back. This was quite a strong move down here off the July highs. Then the buyers made an attempt, they failed, and now they've made another one, and maybe it drops, and as I said, a little lower, but maybe not that much anymore, and then the buyers can make it. Okay, that's my update about DOT. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.